just talk to the team. Obviously, losing is not what we want to do, and it's always a bummer to do that. And even with that, hitting 417 as a team, given how we started, if you told me we would lose hitting 417, I would have been a little surprised to hear that. So it's like, I don't think we played our best game, and we were still competitive against a very tough, talented team. So it gives me a reason at this point to say, hey, we're still learning. We got to learn to compete a little bit better. There's quite a few things that we can clean up on our side. Handling the service pressure right out of the gate, which they were bringing it, which is what you expect from a competitive team. I think we could do a much better job with serving pressure as well as defensive effort, and a couple of those balls we need to get up in the air. But offensively, I saw a ton of great things that make me know that we can side out with the best of them. So that's my opening statement.
Hi, Coach. This is your second year starting 8-0 before this loss. Do you see any similarities or differences between last year and this year?
I think that the internal leadership was dialed in and elite from last year and this year. So, there's a ton of movement and momentum in the locker room and, outside is like who we are and what we're trying to do. So I think the buy-in from the team and the collective internal leadership is just the best we've had, which is great. I think that, the more we get used to playing our systems and our style, the more that we can start at a higher point, a further point when we come back and train. So they're active learners of volleyball, and they have a high volleyball IQ. So it's just stacking a good practice after good practice so that we showcase that when we get out to competition time.
Hi. So I'm covering Wednesday night's game 2. So I just kind of want to know about how this team rallies after being down 2 sets Wednesday night. It's happened a lot this year, a lot of 5-set games, so how you do that. And then just speaking to the mentality of this team in coming back. It almost happened again tonight. There's a lot of fights, so just answering that.
Our word's resilient. We know we're resilient. We know we're talented. We know we're deep. We know we got a lot of tools to use, and we know that we can just fight I think we said it once that we're never out of the fight. So, the fact that we're actually done here and not in game 5 is a little, as a competitor, I'm just going, I still think we're playing. But that's not how it works. So now we get to go into a 2-week period where we can recover and get healthy and all that good stuff. But, this is the guy that came up with the word resilient. When I'm talking about elite leadership, it's from this guy.
Could you speak on how you looked to the bench and you pulled Cooper Keene out and he just caught fire immediately? Could you speak on his impact on tonight's game?
I love that kind of question because I get to see what he does on the average day in the practice. So when he goes out and does that, it looks like, oh my gosh, this guy's on fire and all this stuff. And I'm like, I see that from him a lot. So yeah, we weren't getting the performance we needed at that spot. And it wasn't because we weren't trying. We were doing what we could. But that's just the nature of competition. And we've got a deep bench. Hey, Cooper, you go. And he was the answer for what we needed at that position for our team. So Cooper was ready. Cooper dialed it in, and it was a real nice performance from a freshman. So it's a lot of gained experience, a lot of development, which in the long haul and the long run of things is going to be good for us.
This is specific to the liberos. You started the season having Johnny going all the way around. But recently you've been utilizing both of them. It seems like Brad's in defense and Johnny's serve receive. So can you talk about why you made that change and how it's affected the team's output?
Do you want this one?
Yeah, I do. They both work their butts off in practice. They both come in every single day and give it their all. The fact that we have both of them on our team, I'm really happy about. So we're utilizing every piece to try and go out there and get a win.
Any of you guys can answer this, but could you speak on Foley's his grit, his toughness? He took a couple falls tonight, but he stayed in. Could you speak on his mentality for this game tonight?
I can.
Yeah, go for it.
I actually had this conversation earlier today when somebody asked me, talk to me about Sterling. What's he like? And I think he is our best competitor, meaning I think he's good at every single facet of the game. So I think he's completely ready to contribute and bring value at every skill. And if I was to say who's our best all-around volleyball player, I think it's a Sterling Foley, which means that he can help us defensively, blocking, siding out, high ball setting, from the service line. So he brings so many things to the table, coupled to his mentality, which is I think we can, or I know we can, all that good stuff, and just competes. To your point of he sustained a bunch of just nicks and whatever else is going on, it's like he's just going to play through it. I mean, you see him now there, and it's just just give it a second, he'll be fine, and then he just goes out and plays. So, and that also comes from just having effort for the ball, which is exactly what we want. We want that infectious maniac defensive effort.
I was just wondering, like, what the mindset is going into future games, next games, UCLA, how the team's feeling after tonight going into that.
We're obviously a little bit upset, and I think we're going to use that in practice next week. We've got a 2-week break from games, but that gives us the chance to really work hard in practice and go out there and compete against ourselves and come back better and stronger.
Yeah, last question for me. It kind of felt like tonight the fans were kind of into it. There was some banter kind of both ways, kind of saw it at the net too. Like, how do you guys did you guys see that? Did you feel that? Or especially with UCLA coming up, like, do you guys talk about that and kind of honing in, or do you just cancel it out all on the court?
No, focus on the game.
Appreciate the support, though.
100%.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.